Guys, today on this episode we're going to be installing the ACS Composite side fender inserts. Let's get to it. Alright guys, so this kit comes with everything you'll need to do the installation. You've got your templates to put on your car so that you can do your proper cuts. Sounds scary, but I'm up for the task today. You've got the inner and outer fender panels. You've got your lighting and your wiring harnesses, a complete set of instructions, and we're going to get started right now. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take off the emblems, and I'm just using a cheat. Normally what you could do is take some dental floss or some fishing line, or if you've got a tool to remove some emblems, you can use that tool. I'm just doing a quick cheat, and I'm just going to take some plastic bag and I'm just going to floss this off. Get that cleaned up and go on to the next side. Okay, here's my template all cut out, and I've laid it down just to do a pre-measurement, just get an idea of lay of the land here. The original logo or the emblem is right here, so it's just below, so you want to make sure that that area is all cleaned up. Next I'm going to just take this off and mask it off so that I can start getting ready to cut. Alright, the emblem is off and cleaned all up. I'm going to put the template on and do the same thing as I did on the other side. Okay, I've cut out my template and I'm going to try something different on this side. I'm going to take some Easy Tack and I'm going to spray this and then lay it up on to the fender and see if that makes any difference. Maybe holds things down better. Alright, that seemed to do a pretty good job. I just sprayed just around the edges here so that it wouldn't slip and move while I was applying it. And it's not a flat surface, so it's going to have a little bit of bubbles and creases. And that should be allowed for in the template, so we'll continue on. Okay, I've jacked the car up and we're going to remove the inner liner. So we've got some number 15 torque screws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you've got some clips here too to remove. So we'll get to that, and there's 7 screws we'll need to remove from up here. I think they're 7mm, and we'll get to those as well. Okay, I got the fender lining out. Quite a few screws to get that out, but now we've got access to the back of the fender, and there is the windshield washer bottle that you can optionally take that out, and then the wiring. Here's the side blinker, turn signal, and then we're going to tap into one of these wires up here for additional power. It's time to do some cutting. Oh, I'm so nervous. so frustrating. Once you start making holes in your car, you can't go back. Okay, we'll try this. Tool that I've got some options. I can use my Ryobi tool, or I can use my nibbler tool. I'm going to try maybe a little bit of both. For some nibbling. Alright, that's one hole. Okay, so next is the wiring, and what we've got here is gray and black. So we've got black is ground, and so that is going to be our ground. I've got my cables all marked. Black is ground side marker, and then the white is the power on the side marker, and red is the headlamp. So on the instructions it's got this a little bit confused because you've got black, red, and red. That's not the case. We've got black, white, and red. So we're going to make these connections, and I'm not really a fan of these connectors. I'd rather have a wiring harness, but maybe that's something that they can think about later down the road. It'd be nice to just have a nice harness that integrates into these wires, and then you won't have to, just crease into those or compromise those wires. Alright, I'm not a fan of these wire taps, but this is what I've done so far on the blinker light, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a connector over here so that if I need to disconnect this later, I can easily. Fixed it. The instructions got a little bit confusing because I think they needed to be updated, and it would be nice to have maybe a picture like this. I decided to take the taps out at this point because after some trial and error, these connector wires are so small compared to the large wire, I couldn't get a good connection, and I ended up having to solder these connections together, and I put in an extra wire here and put some connectors on those. Alright, summary of the wiring is that you'll have a white, a black, and a red wire, and these correspond to A, B, and C on the connectors. So you got A is black, B is white, C is red. A is your ground, so that's going to go to your side marker. Red is going to go to power of your side marker, and then white is going to go to power of your blinker, which you must access through the inside of the fender. The driver's side connectors are about the same as the other side. You got a little bit more room in the passenger fender. And to get to your blinker wire, you've got to pull up the air filter and just prop it up so that you can access the back of the headlamp back in there. I finally got the side fender inserts installed. Everything went great after I did the other side. This side went pretty quickly. The only trouble I had was figuring out the wiring, but I got some help online, and ACS Composite sent me some tips, and we got it done. So we're going to get cleaned up and drive around.